Welcome to the world of the Amish. The first thing you notice about the Amish is what they have. No smartphones, no fancy cars, and most notably, no connection to the electric grid. By generating their own power, whether it's through solar panels, windmills, or good old-fashioned elbow grease, the Amish sidestep the hefty monthly bills that plague the rest of us. And it's not just electricity. Think about all the gadgets and appliances that suck power from the grid. The Amish don't have those either. They've simplified their lives, and in doing so, they've simplified their expenses. Every watt of electricity, every appliance we plug in, it all adds up. The Amish understand this in a way that most of us never will. Now let's talk about food. In the Amish community, food isn't just sustenance, it's a way of life, a tradition passed down through generations. The Amish don't have grocery store loyalty cards, and they certainly aren't ordering takeout on their non-existent smartphones. They grow their own. Every family member, from the youngest to the oldest, plays a role in this process. We're talking massive gardens bursting with fresh fruits and vegetables, livestock raised with care, and a commitment to organic farming practices that have been honed over centuries. Their deep respect for the land that sustains them is evident in every aspect of their farming. They understand the importance of crop rotation, soil health, and sustainable practices. And when harvest time rolls around, it's all hands on deck for canning, pickling, and preserving, ensuring that nothing goes to waste and their pantries are stocked for the long winter months. This communal effort not only provides food security, but also strengthens family bonds. This self-sufficiency isn't just about saving money, it's about connecting with the earth, understanding where their food comes from, and appreciating the value of hard work. Clothes? They sew them. Each stitch tells a story of resilience and tradition. Furniture? They build it. Using skills passed down through generations, they create pieces that are not only functional, but also works of art. Toys for the kids? You bet they craft them. These handmade toys are cherished, often becoming heirlooms that are passed down. The Amish remind us that sometimes the greatest satisfaction comes from making, fixing, and building something ourselves. Their way of life is a testament to the beauty of simplicity and the joy of self-reliance. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't fit neatly into a spreadsheet community. The Amish understand the power of a helping hand. When a barn needs raising, the entire community pitches in. No contractors, no hourly wages, just good old-fashioned teamwork. Need a ride to the market? No problem, a neighbor will happily hitch up the horse and buggy. This spirit of cooperation extends to everything from childcare to healthcare, creating a safety net woven from shared responsibility and mutual support. Think about all the services we pay for that the Amish get for free: childcare, transportation, home repairs. In a world that often feels increasingly isolated, the Amish remind us of the power of human connection. Chapter 4. The Simple Life by Choice. Now I know what you're thinking, Mike. You're saying, this all sounds great and all, but I like my smartphone, and I'm not giving up my Netflix subscription anytime soon. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. The Amish way of life isn't for everyone, but that doesn't mean we can't learn from them. We don't need to churn our own butter or give up electricity to find meaning and fulfillment. But we can all benefit from simplifying our lives, consuming less, and focusing on what truly matters. Chapter 5. Lessons from the Little Things. So, what can we learn from the Amish about saving money? Well, it's not about mimicking their lifestyle exactly. It's about understanding the principles that drive their choices: simplicity, self-sufficiency, and community. Start small. Maybe you try growing some of your own food, even if it's just a few herbs on your windowsill. Maybe you dust off that old sewing machine and try repairing a torn shirt instead of tossing it out. These small acts might not seem like much, but they represent a shift in mindset, a move away from mindless consumption and toward a more intentional way of living. Because at the end of the day, the Amish aren't just saving money, they're living a life rich in purpose, connection, and meaning. Chapter 6. The True Cost of Convenience. Now let's talk about convenience. It's a concept that has become deeply ingrained in our daily lives, shaping the way we eat, work, and even interact with each other. We live in a world obsessed with it. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, convenience dictates our choices. Fast food, instant downloads, one-click purchases, we want it all. and we want it now. The allure of getting things done quickly and effortlessly is hard to resist. But the Amish? They've got a different perspective. They live a life that seems almost untouched by the rush of modernity. They understand that convenience often comes at a cost, not just financially, but also in terms of our health, our environment, and our connection to the things that truly matter. Their way of life is a testament to the value of patience and hard work. A drive-through burger might be quick and easy, but it's also loaded with processed ingredients and empty calories. It's a fleeting pleasure that leaves us wanting more. The Amish, on the other hand, take the time to grow their own food, prepare it from scratch, and savor each bite. Their meals are not just about sustenance, but about community and tradition. They show us that true satisfaction comes not from instant gratification, but from the process of creating, building, and nurturing something meaningful. It's about the journey, not just the destination. The Amish remind us that sometimes the most rewarding things in life take time and effort. Their way of life encourages us to slow down, appreciate the moment, and find joy in the simple yet profound acts of daily living. Now let's talk about something that's becoming increasingly rare these days: a hard day's work. In our modern world, where convenience and efficiency often take precedence, the value of putting in a full day of physical labor is sometimes overlooked. The Amish, they don't shy away from physical labor, they embrace it. For them, work is not just a means to an end but a way of life, a tradition passed down through generations. From dawn till dusk, they're out in the fields, tending to their crops, caring for their livestock, and building their communities with their own two hands. Every task, no matter how small, is approached with dedication and pride. They understand that hard work isn't just about earning a living, it's about building character, developing skills, and cultivating a deep sense of satisfaction that comes from a job well done. It's about the joy of seeing the fruits of your labor and knowing that you've contributed something meaningful. They show us that there's dignity in all labor, and that true fulfillment comes not from avoiding hard work, but from embracing it as an opportunity for growth, learning, and self-discovery. Working together as a community, they strengthen their bonds and create a sense of belonging and purpose. So, the next time you're faced with a challenging task, don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Remember that through hard work, you're not just achieving a goal but also building resilience, character, and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Chapter 8. Now, let's talk about the next generation. The Amish, they don't just teach their children about saving money, they show them. From a young age, Amish kids are given responsibilities, helping with chores, caring for animals, and contributing to the family's well-being. They learn the value of hard work, the importance of community, and the satisfaction that comes from living a life of purpose. They're not growing up with the latest gadgets or designer clothes, but they are learning something far more valuable: the importance of contentment, gratitude, and living within their means. The Amish understand that true wealth isn't measured in material possessions, but in the character, values, and skills we pass down to our children. Chapter 9. Now let's talk about something that's often elusive in our modern world: contentment. We live in a society that constantly bombards us with messages to buy more, have more, and be more. We're told that happiness lies in the next purchase, the bigger house, the fancier car, but the Amish, they've got a different perspective. They understand that true contentment comes not from accumulating possessions, but from appreciating what we already have. They remind us that true wealth isn't measured by the size of our bank accounts, but by the richness of our relationships, the depth of our experiences, and the gratitude we feel for the blessings in our lives. Chapter 10. Now, I'm not saying we all need to ditch our smartphones and move to an Amish community, but I do think there's a lot we can learn from their way of life. We can learn the value of simplicity, the importance of self-sufficiency, and the power of community. We can start by asking ourselves some tough questions. What's truly important to us? Are we living in a way that aligns with our values? Are we spending our time and money on things that bring us genuine happiness? The Amish remind us that there's more to life than the pursuit of material possessions. Outrow. The Amish way of life might seem old-fashioned, but their financial wisdom is timeless. By focusing on simplicity, self-sufficiency, and community, they found a way to save thousands and live a fulfilling life. Maybe it's time we took a page out of their book. The Amish remind us that true wealth isn't measured in dollars and cents, but in the richness of our relationships, the meaning we find in our work, and the gratitude we feel for the simple things in life. So take a moment to appreciate the quiet wisdom of the Amish. You might be surprised at what you discover.